Rahul back, greetings and welcome to another episode of I'm Hard Podcast. I'm Hard, your host. We're just gonna zoom into this one because let's just let this video play. This is what today's topic's about. Black devils lying for clout and money.
From the outside world.
Dwight York was the leader of the Nuwaupian nation.
He was our imam, he was the savior. Nobody would question anything that he did or said. I realized that I'm pregnant with Imam Isa's baby. The community was an opportunity to make money.
This has been going on for years.
Everything inside of me was screaming, just go. I went to tell him I'm leaving, but he just threw that to the side and was like, you're not going anywhere.
All right, so y'all just heard it here first. You seen the little clip, little video. It's airing on Hulu. I slick want to watch it just to see what the hell they talking about. But at the same time, it's like I ain't trying to give them that support at all. Okay, so for one, this is why I want to slick watch it, because I don't entirely know who this woman is. I think it's it may be Habiba Washington. It could be Habiba Washington, but hold on. Sorry, just having a little technical difficulties. But she's lying. She's lying off the side of her mouth. First of all, let's start off with the state that the people that accusing Dr. Melikazi York Amanubi Rakta Pana Baba Yanun, or for short for what y'all call him. In this episode, we just gonna call him Dr. York so that y'all could comprehend it. But the state of mind that these people in this current day and time is money grabbing. Everybody want that money. Everybody want that money grabbing. They're trying to rape Dr. York for every damn dime they can get. And it's people that don't like Nuwaupians or Sabians. It's people that's in the Nuwaupian Sabian culture. We getting a 360. Everyone want a part of his money. Family or no family, it's the same thing. Everyone's trying to grab some of that. If they're blood family, and just because you blood don't really mean that. Because in my family, like, for example, I know certain things some family members just not getting because of their character. They're not responsible, things of that nature. So when certain people in the elders within my family transition or whatever, they told me such and such ain't getting crap because they're irresponsible, blah, 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 da. Just to scheme through that part. So pertaining to the money, even if they're doing interviews, that's why I say recently, this is the I have a letter from Dr. York battle, and I have an audio recording with Baba Yanun wars. So it's like people are using audio recordings or messages or forms of communications from the master teacher, Dr. York, as ammo to justify them wanting money and asking for money. I do think that if it's the master teacher's will, I do think, and if they're worthy, because that's something that Dr. York is big on too, is the qualify and the worthy, which is something that people skim past and don't want to get into. He said that there's a lot of people that are unqualified that have a big mouth or a lot of say so that's messing up things. He said this in a letter, and he said this on audio recordings. They don't want to give up their false self-appointed positions of authority. So if it's not something like that within the tribe, then you have to deal with the certain family members that until the master teacher says this one's worthy, that one's worthy, then it's like I could kind of care less what you have to say. Outside of, it's not all family members, because I know quite a few that are actually Faisal being one of them, Ibrahim being one of them. They're actually fighting. They're actually putting in the work. So shout out to the two of them. Much respect. And to the other ones that are fighting for their father's freedom. Now, that's just a little skim off the top from the family. But to get into these so-called women that claim that, oh, I got a son or a daughter from the master teacher or Dr. York, I'm pregnant by Dr. York. Let's take it back to the beginning. First of all, Dr. York, y'all know him as Dr. York because Dr. York was his stage name. That was the name that he used when he sung, because he became an artist because he needed to take care of his flock, to pay for things for his flock. So anyone else would have taken the money and lived a luxury. Not saying that Dr. York didn't live luxury, because he did live luxury, but who do you know in today's time would take their riches, go buy land, buy houses, cars? I'll take you to a documentary called Family Testimonies. Dr. York and Living on Tamaray on the Gold Sun Productions YouTube channel. So go to Gold Sun Productions YouTube channel, and there's a video with children of the master teacher Dr. York, tribal citizens and or members that speak on their encounters with Bobby Anun taking his own money and buying people cars and homes and houses and stuff like that for the well-being of their life. These are the things that Dr. York has done that no one wants to talk about. But there are testimonies and many more testimony videos coming and interviews coming that's going to show that he's not this rapist or this child molester that people are trying to make him out to be. A lot of these women, if we go back to the beginning, because they really didn't want to be a part of the tribe. They really didn't want to follow these things. A lot of conscious people in the conscious community, they're not for the consciousness. They just know it's some heavy stuff and deep stuff and knowledgeable stuff. You know, things that make one wise. They know it makes them look cool and wise to know conscious community information and things of that nature. So what they do is they do the dress code. They like the dress code. They like to sound deep. But is this stuff in their inner being, in their inner spirit, in the mind, in the body? No, they just doing this stuff for the clout. They do it for the look, the fashion of it. And if you come to this YouTube channel, the first video that's playing is when the master teacher say he's warned a woman to watch out for certain men, because men are only doing this stuff to talk to women. They only propagate to get women's to get in between women's legs and things of that nature, because they can't talk to them any other way. Some men, or most men, are actually afraid to talk to women, approach women. Like me, I'm not an ugly dude, but I'm not the most handsome dude neither. It's not hard for me to just walk up to a woman and interact and get her number. But a lot of times, a lot of these people, that's all they want. They just want finances and money and things of that nature. And that's the bottom line. A lot of them just want money and they just want clout. So again, if we take this, if we take this back to the beginning, like I said before, a lot of these women, and not even just including these women within the tribe, in general, genuinely, women's nature, in genuine, some women will put their children or will put themselves in positions to be taken care of, aka win, or in other words, win. So if you go into any organization and the top dog or the head or the leader of this organization is someone that's that of a celebrity, then most women are going to fight for that man or the top of notch, like what women do in general. Um, in today's time, in today's society, in 2025, that's something that is done. A lot of women gonna go toward the most cloudish and wealthiest man out there. It's not that it's anything bad or wrong about it. How you go about it, you can determine bad or wrong. But at the end of the day, it's just survival tactics. With that being said, that's what's happening with these women in this tribe. Back then, you got Dr. York, who's a rapper, not rapper, but a singer that was a big time singer. And he bought in, he had his own record label. He became a millionaire off it. Most don't know this, but his first million he made was actually in the stock trade, doing stocks. So, with that being said, these women want that. They want to be taken care of. They want the money. They want the clout. They want their son. So some of them would have children and babies with this man just so they could be tied into the money. And that's one of the issues that caused all the rumors and the lies to happen in the first place, was because of money. These women were convincing their sons that they were special and things of that nature, and that they were supposed to take over the tribe and things of that nature as well. But as time went on, when they saw that, oh, you gotta be literally a clone of Dr. York for you to basically take over or have any type of leadership position within this tribe. And because most people only want the fame and the money that comes with it and the clout that comes with it or the power that comes with it, they don't want the hardcore studying. They don't want to not be liked. They don't want to be ridiculed. They don't want to go through the hard times publicly that Dr. York went through. They just want the glamorous of it, things that are good to the eye. So over time, you had these women, because he's a successful man. He's going to have more than one wife and more than one woman. I think he did mention one wife that was, I think in the Sex, Wealth, and Death audio recording on YouTube, he did say, if I can go back in time, I would have just settled down with, I think he said like one. So with that being said, he had multiple women in his younger days. These women, like the female nature, sometimes there were fights. They're very catty. Y'all all know women's nature. They're very competitive. Each woman want to be the top dog or the top cat or the top feline in that order. And sometimes things in character and nature and the true you is shown. So I can't go into details about the relationships because I don't know. I wasn't even born back then. I was born within the tribe, but like I don't know Dr. York's personal relationship with his woman. I can't speak on that at all. But I do know that some of these relationships went down the drain because these women didn't want to be disciplined. Some of them, not all of them, but the disgruntled ones, they didn't want to be disciplined. They wanted this lifestyle. They wanted and if I take you to the Bible, when Jesus says, "Your world is not my world," see, a lot of Christians step over that. What did Jesus mean when he said, "Your world is not my world"? He's talking about the society, the social norms of this society. The social norms of this society is that of the devil's world. He even said that. He said, "You are a liar and a thief, and you are of your father, the devil." So that's what this is about. When it came to the time where it was like, dang, we're moving the timer, right? We ain't gonna be around the weed smoking, the alcohol drinking, the loosely sexual activities, and we about to have discipline. You can't go around to the block to your homegirl's house that you're not married to, because they were Muslims at this time, or Hebrew Israelites. You can't go around to the block, smash her. You don't have no dip off spot to mess around. You don't have, it's extreme living on Tamaray. It was doable, and some people did do it, but it's extremely hard to do the frowned upon activities, like the loosely fitted sexual activities, the alcohol and drug use, the partying every night. These were things that were hard to do. So what happens if you study psychology? The human brain will get frustrated, and you need an outlet to release this negative energy of frustration. Jacob York even admitted that. He said that they were disgruntled, they were frustrated, and they all bonded on common dislikes that they had toward his father, Dr. York, or who you all call Dr. York. So because they went to Florida and had a trip, and they planned this out along with Sheriff Seals. It's funny that he's in this video. Along with Sheriff Seals, him and Jacob York and other disgruntled members formed this lie against Dr. York. Jacob York initially was upset. See, a lot of people say Jacob York was upset because Dr. York didn't give him $1 million for the Lil' Kim album to produce. But it wasn't that. He was upset because he got kicked out. This was even before that. He got kicked out because he was touching little boys. Dr. York admitted this on the House of Hugh with Ibrahim's in Ibrahim's video. He said he was ashamed to have to kick his son out for messing with little boys. So, and again, you can go to the House of Who YouTube channel. That's House HU. House, you know how to spell house, of OFHU. And Ibrahim has a lot of videos on there. So his son Ibrahim, that is. If you go and you look at these things, then you'll see, oh dang, like you have to do your research. You know what I mean? So Jacob York was upset because of that. That incident was the cherry on top, and then it was the Lil' Kim incident, or the $1 million incident. Even before that, it was ego. If you ever heard him speak, you could tell that Jacob York has a huge ego, and he belittles. He compares himself to a lot of the people in the tribe, but he can't compare himself to he can't compare himself to DJ Envy. He can't compare himself to Dr. Dre. He can't compare himself to Jay-Z. These are men that are different calibers of him, but he loves to compare himself to members of the tribe. That's like a master mason that's in the NBA trying to be a master mason that is in a Stone Mountain chapter. You know what I mean? Like that's like an NBA master mason or NFL master mason trying to compare himself to a master mason that's in Alaska, or to a Decatur chapter masonry. Like You can't do that. NFL or you gotta meet niggas at their term. So if you're that much of that nigga, then why don't you be that nigga amongst your peers and stop comparing yourself to men that are of lesser financial caliber. Some men that have, because we do have millionaire Nuwaupians and millionaire Sabians. So don't think that niggas out here ain't got money. It's not like that. It's just that with the past 20 something years, we've been given so much money that it's just and nothing's been done. It's not that easy to just get money from us anymore. In continuation, Jacob along with Sarah Shields, they formed and along with some of these women. All these people have gone on YouTube and the internet and admitted these things. So Jacob, along with these other women, Habiba Washington being one of them, they cahoots together to come up with a plot and or plan to take out Dr. York. And this lady in this video is a part of that plan. It was said to me, this is even in writing, that I think about maybe 2 or 3 women asked for $250,000 to $500,000 plus a car, a $100,000 to $200,000 car, a home, a house. I think they said the same price. Basically, they asked for about $3 million. I'll say $1 million to $3 million worth of assets, and they said I'll tell the truth. Then I'll say that Dr. York is innocent. He didn't do none of this stuff. I'll recant my statements. Just give me the money. Once again, this is something that people don't want to talk about, but this is the factual truth. These people lied on him because they were promised money. They didn't get the money from the government or the GBI or the sheriff's seals. They didn't get the money from them. So now they're saying, well, you guys give us the money. I know he got it. Dr. York was a millionaire, but he wasn't that type of millionaire to where he could give out 30 damn people $3 million, let alone $1 million. So Bob had money, but he didn't have that kind of money. And these people were trying to take him for everything he got. And because they were disgruntled, because they want to be something special, a lot of people were mad at him because he stopped being Dr. York and he became Imam Isa. He stopped being Dr. York. He became Pana Bab Yanun. He stopped being Dr. York and he became Amanubi Rakta. You know what I mean? So people don't like him that's why is everyone's favorite thing to call Baba Yanun or Amanubi Rakta is Dr. York. We all know the story. Yanun can't stand Dr. York. So are we of the flesh or are we of the inner being? Which one are we a part of? Which one are we? Of the flesh or are we of the inner being? Furthermore, this woman is lying. Tamaray was not like that. I promise you. I probably lived on Tamaray for about a month when I was younger. I was a youth. I was a young male, and we were on there for about a month. And even after, because we had a house off the land outside of Tamaray. At this time, when I was younger, I didn't know the process of living there. We used to ask our parents like, "Hey, well, could we live there? Why could we're kids, we're children? We don't know." So I remember even when we did get our house and we would travel to Tamaray every day, literally every day, almost every. And then it came to a point to where because we had to go to school, it may not have been every day, but it at least was every week. Every week we was on Tamaray studying the Bible. That's how I came so good at the Bible verses. Dr. York, that's one of the things he did was teach us the Bible. So to our Christian brothers and sisters out there, How is that wrong? I may not be a Christian, but he took us through that school at one point. We were Christians at one point. So through your lens, it's actually a good thing for us to learn the Bible, which it is. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not. It's a good thing to study the Bible and learn the Bible. So these are the things that when I was a child, a youth, and I was on Tamaray, we didn't have no gates. You could just come right through our entrance. We called the entrance a gate, but there wasn't no gate there. It was just the front gate. You know, the brothers used to tell people where to park because people's cars would get stuck in the red mud all the time, almost every damn day. We had to build a cemented road. We came down from New York and we built this. It was beautiful. I remember Tamaray. If there are people to this day that ain't never lived there or been there or seen it, but even within and with outside the tribe, people that you might run into strangers and you tell them about your culture and your tribe, and they be like, Tamaray, what is that? And you show them pictures, and there's people that literally cried in my face because they wanted to experience that so bad. They wanted to live in a lifetime where Black people could come together and rule as one and live amongst each other in love and unity. So when they seen those pictures of that Black pyramid in that land, they said, damn, man, I wish I could experience that. And it would literally bring them to tears. And they would say, I'm proud of y'all. I love y'all. I'm glad y'all did that. So being in Nuwaupians, even being in the land of Tamaray was nothing bad. These people are lying. This woman is lying. She did not go to him and say, I'm ready to leave. And Dr. York said, oh no, you ain't going nowhere. That is a lie. That never happened. I promise you people that never happened. I promise you that she's lying. This woman is only doing this interview because her, along with Sheriff Seals, is trying to get clout off this. It's like, damn, this is umpteenth. Dr. York is locked up. The nigga in jail. Like, don't y'all have what y'all wanted? So what are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? You know what I mean? What are you? Why are y'all going so hard? Like the nigga is. What else more do you want? You got what you wanted. So why? Because they know they lied. Sheriff Seals and this lady Habiba Washington, they are cahoosing together. They know they lied. Dr. York said, we got Sheriff Seals by the balls. We got the judge by the balls. They know the truth, and the light in the way is coming out. They know that they about to be they about to be revealed. It's gonna be shown to the public that they lied on this man. They don't want to talk about the juror, this old lady. I forget this lady's name. I think it was like Amanda or Nicole. There was a juror, an old lady, that recused herself because she said, I don't want nothing to do with this. You're lying on Dr. York and y'all trying to put an innocent man in jail. And she pulled out. She said she didn't want nothing to do with it. So, and of course, if the judge and everyone is in on it, and they don't like Dr. York, and they like because of his teachings, because he's a black male leader that was telling Black people to come together and to love themselves, to form love and unity, to work and live for and by and of each other, and they was teaching Black people about their true culture, their true history, and where they truly come from. They couldn't have that. So they said this one here is the real deal. He's not telling or teaching his flock that God is white. He's teaching his flock that God is Black. They couldn't have that ish. So what this lady is saying in this video, she's completely lying. She is completely lying. It was not like that. We are not a cult. You could come and go as you please. She could have left anytime she wanted to. She just lying for clout, sympathy, and empathy, because after leaving the tribe, your life wasn't shit. You blamed us for your life not being ish. Okay, so now it's 20-something years later. Over 20-something years later, and your life still ain't ish. That's you, baby. That's you. That's on you. I don't care what you've been. You can't blame that on no damn body. You can't blame that on no damn. In this type of situation, nah, G. I'm not accepting that. You're not blaming that on no one. I do not accept that. I'm not gonna accept you saying that because Dr. York 20 this nigga locked up and it's 20-something years later. And you still ain't shit. You still trying to get in this man's pockets. You still got to do interviews. Why is it still being talked about? No, these people just want the money. They know we're still going for Dr. York. They know that his flock is still out pushing for his innocence and showing proof factually that he's innocent. So they got to keep. If we're going to go this hard, they know that eventually the truth is going to be out. So we got to go as hard to make it seem like he's innocent. I mean, to make it seem like he's guilty. That's what the ops are doing. The opposition is trying to make it seem like that lie that they told on him is justified, and it's not. This woman is a liar. This woman is a cold-blooded liar. And I don't know if she really has chosen by him. Again, like I said, I don't know, but she could not have chosen by him, but what she's saying and how she's trying to interpret it, that's not true. She could have left as a kid, as a child. I know that I'm older. I could go back and look and be like, nah, bro, no one was. People were begging to come on the land. People really wanted to live on the land, and you would get kicked off the land by violating the rules. And the rules ain't what y'all think. The rules are stuff like you were smoking, you were sleeping with someone's wife, you wasn't showing up for duty, things of that nature. You were being rude, you got into a fight, you know what I'm saying, you brought bodily harm to people, stuff like that. Those why you would get kicked out. You're out there having free will sex, jumping around to like you're being super actively sexual with people, and it's like you got a wife or husband, you cheated on your mate. Those are reasons why you would get kicked out. Not because no one forced you. Oh nah, you ain't going nowhere. Nah, man. She is lying. She is completely lying. She is a black devil, a hating ass black devil that's just mad at Dr. York, that's looking for clout and some financial gain in this. Why won't any, if you study the mental capacity in the mental state of mind that people who really did survive a cult, study the mind frame that they're in versus the mind frame that she's in. And out of all these so-called cults, why is the Sabians and Nuwaupians the most popular one that's being? Why the one with the black man is the one that's being pumped in? Because they're lying. They're lying to y'all. We are not a cult. We are not a cult. We are not a cult. We are a religious, spiritual, and cultural tribe organized through love and unity and order. And we know where our ancestors come from. We have knowledge of self and kind. We have knowledge of science. We know the origin of the universe. We know the origin of our genes and our genetics. We don't hate people. We don't. We love our Christian brothers and sisters. We love our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. We love our Muslim brothers and sisters. We love our nation of Islam brothers and sisters. We love our Hoteppers. and Afrocentric Americans, we love our people. We love our black people. We love our African brothers and sisters. We love our people, and we trying to build a nation of tribes to come together as black people in love and unity, to come together as black people as one whole force. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to teach, and each one teach one. That's it. Dr. York is not a bad person. These allegations that were set upon him are false and are completely untrue, and they are lies from disgruntled ex-members that couldn't get their way, so they pouted. And in the midst of them pouting, they were embarrassed because they're spoiled brats. And when they don't get their way, what does a spoiled brat do? They try to pull everything out of the hat to get their way. And now that they can no longer lie, cheat, and steal, they're mad, and they're trying to hold on to false lies and false rumors just to have some clout for money. These people are evil and wicked. Lying on an old man like this, man. Like, this is just dumb. That lady was not held captive. She could have left at any damn time. She could have left at any damn time. She was not held captive at all. No one was doing nothing. No bodily harm to anyone there. No bodily harm was done to anyone there. Unless it was coming from the people that were actually committing the crimes. And you're not, if someone is molested or raped or something like that in any organization, that it's not easy to find that out as soon as it happens. So things had to spread, rumors had to go around, information had to get spread for us to find out, okay, well, who's doing this? Who's doing this? Well, we got to get all the witnesses to saw these people doing these crimes. And when some of our people did go to the police, they reversed everything and said, if you say Dr. York did it, then we'll let your people go. These people who snuck together, coerced together in Florida, was mad at Dr. York, and it went and lied on Dr. York because they couldn't get what they wanted, and they wanted money and clout from this man. This is an innocent man that is not guilty of any crime. He's innocently in jail. He spent 20-something years in jail when he shouldn't have spent a day in there. He's innocent, and we are not a cult. I promise y'all. You've been listening to and watching I'm Her podcast. I'm Her, your host. Please take the time out to do your honorary studies and do diligently study this case and this tribe, and you're going to see that these people are lying. This man is completely 100% innocent. He did not molest anyone. He did not steal from anyone. He did not rape anyone. He did not do these horrible, heinous crimes that he's been accused of. This man is 1,000% innocent. You can take my word for it, and as well as taking my word for it, you could look at the evidence, study the case. Study the case, and you'll see that, oh, wow, they did a lot of illegal stuff within this case. And you're going to see that Dr. York really is innocent. He really, really is innocent. These are chumped up charges. This is a whole kangaroo case. So I thank y'all for your time, man. Questions, comments, cuss words, or praises, y'all can just leave them in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace, love, and unity. Wadu.